Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bump Day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the world's greatest race course on 16th and Georgetown at Speedway, Indiana, and on the Iracing world as well. We are set for the final day of qualifications to set the field for the inaugural running of the 2025 Robbins Racing AI Indy 500 here on Elevated TV and the Community Radio Network. Live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we welcome you to our coverage. Today, 4 drivers, 3 spots, 1 goes home. 3 drivers make 33 for Sunday's race. Hello, everybody. It's Wesley Outland, chief announcer on the Elevated TV Community Radio Network broadcast of the Indy 500. Joined alongside is Cody Deemers, and I hope somebody's in production. If nobody's in production, we're in trouble. I jokingly say that. It's Cody Deemers, and Cody, we're ready, man. It has been a fun 72 hours. Now, let me clarify that. It's been a fun 48 hours. Now, in this last mere half hour, 45 minutes from now, 4 drivers have got to lock themselves in to the virtual 2025 edition of the Robbins Rating Greatest Spectacle in Racing. How you doing, my friend? Good evening.
Man, couldn't be better. It's been a busy day for myself and trying to get everything situated and
like me.
Other things as well as got some big news we're going to announce whenever Wesley's ready. And going to be a fun one. 4 cars. 1 driver goes home. The 3 make it to the Sunday night's race. And couldn't be excited more to do it with you, Wesley Outland.
This is Bump Day. All right? Let's just be honest here. There are 34 cars entered for this event, and obviously it's the AI version of the Indy 500, just like the 109th running a couple of like a month ago. And bottom line, now we got a wreck. Car on the wall, in trouble. I think that's Alex Palou.
It is.
Oh my. This is not what Alex Palou needs to have, especially in this last practice session. We see contact made here coming down the west end of the speedway into turn 3 now, Cody.
Yeah, and it looks like he just shifted up. Oh! I don't know. I can't see who that...
He get into Iracing. I think he got into Marcus Iracing right there. I think that's Marcus Iracing's car.
Yeah, let's see if we can't get on board with whoever that was inside of him.
Oh, Alex. Well, yeah, that's Iracing. Marcus Iracing's up ahead. Or it's Kyle Kirkwood.
It's Marco
It's
Andretti.
Marco Andretti. Oh, yeah, I said Iracing. My apologies. It's Marco Andretti. That's who it was. Let's watch this again.
So we're like live. Yeah, Marco Andretti looks like they just bumped each other there.
Yeah, man. Marco Andretti and Alex Palou. Alex Palou's car damaged, going onto the pit lane for service. Boy, how intense is this right now? In these last 5 minutes, you have got to put down the lap of your life, and you've got to find speed. And one thing we noticed yesterday, Cody, was that there was just not these cars, these drivers. I mean, even surprisingly, Alex Palou, Kyle Kirkwood for that matter. These guys were in the top 30 during the practice sessions, but something happened at the qualifying last night, and they just fell off.
Yeah, they fell off for sure. I mean, it was either you were biting the bullet or you were getting the trophy, and most of these guys here were biting the bullet as Alexander Rossi is the only car in the 40s, and definitely going to be interesting to see if these guys can make a big difference to make the show. And remember, Wesley, they still got another qualifying session to set the field.
Yeah, that's something to remember. 1 car at the end of 15 minutes will be going home. Cody, real quickly, let everybody know how tonight's format will break down. I mean, bottom line here, you've got less than 4 minutes, less than 3 minutes left to go in practice, and then at 9:15, 4 cars, group qualifying, 15 minutes. You better have the lap of your life to put yourself into the 33-car field for Sunday. If not, you're done. And 1 car we know is going home.
Yes, for sure. 1 car is definitely going home. And, yeah, qualifying, they get 15 minutes of qualifying, group qualifying, or enduro qualifying, as some people call it. And definitely going to be interesting. Fastest lap makes it to the out of the 3, go to the show. The other guy goes home. And that will be his tough break, and definitely going to be a fun one.
Crazy Ma'am 2000 says, ding, 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 was that a love tap? Yeah, we wonder the same thing, right? 2.5 minutes remaining here at the world's greatest race course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 2.5 miles, 4.023 kilometers. There's 5/8 of a mile front straightaway and back straightaway. Then, of course, there's quarter-mile turns. There is the quarter-mile short chutes of the racetrack, and then there is the 8th-mile turns going into the speedway. 9 and 12-minute degrees is what they call the conditions. There it is, presented by Stagger Pro Motorsports. Not hitting triple digits for track temp, but definitely a warm, sunny day here as we're in the late of the afternoon right now, Cody.
Yeah, definitely 92 degrees. That's very, very cool track temp. I'm wondering if it's only because 4 cars are qualifying today, Wesley. I'm wondering if that's why there's not a lot of heat getting put down on the racetrack, but we'll see if that's the case as we're wrapping up that 1 minute as we see Marco Andretti on pit road.
By the way, as I mentioned, 2.5 miles, 2 5/8-mile straightaways, 2 8th-mile straightaways, which is known as the short chute, 4 quarter-mile turns. Track is considered relatively flat by American standards, but high banked in the European standards world. Banked at 9 degrees and 12 minutes. As right now, less than a minute remains. Alexander Rossi, Marco Andretti, Kyle Kirkwood. If this was qualifying, that would be positions number 31, 32, and 33 for row 11. Alex Palou has not been back on track yet. He's got to get back out here and in a hurry, but right now he is still behind the pit wall. Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely got to get back out there, and even if he doesn't get back out there, we're wrapping up here on practice, so it's go time for qualifying.
So the clock is about to expire. 10 seconds remaining in this, what was a 15-minute practice session. And right now, Alexander Rossi, the top of the board, the driver, a former winner of the Indy 500 from Nevada City, California, and the Ed Carpenter Racing Java House Chevrolet Dallara, is going to be the fast man as practice is officially come to an end here at the world's greatest race course in Indianapolis. 40.848, 226.1 miles an hour. Now, Cody, that is nowhere near the speeds of 240 plus miles an hour we saw in qualifying for at least the top 10 yesterday for the 500, but at least it is fast enough for position number 31, and that would be all you need to make it in to the greatest virtual spectacle in racing come Sunday afternoon.
Yes, that is for sure. And, 244, 245 miles an hour was what we seen yesterday for the pole.
Yes.
And, man, that's moving it around this racetrack.
We are qualifying. We're also past the top of the hour. Very quickly, we'll pause for 10 seconds of station identification. Roberts Racing, Bump Day here at the Indy 500 on Elevated TV and the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Here at the world's greatest race course at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Cody Deemers, Wesley Outland, And this is it. 4 cars, 15 minutes, trying to lock yourselves in to the Robbins Racing Indy 500. Cody, it is go time, and Alexander Rossi is the first man not denied to try to come out here and put a quick lap down to lock himself in the 30th position.
Yeah, Rossi.
31st position.
Rossi was pretty good in practice day and then struggled on qualifying day number 1. And he's looking to rebound here on day number 2. Yesterday he was 34th in qualifying. So definitely got to pick it up and trying to make something happen here.
Remember Renus VK, the Hoofddorp Netherlands driver for Delcoin Racing, put himself in the bubble spot to transfer of 30. Now, 4 more positions up for grabs. And Cody, in less than 15 minutes time, before the 9:30 hour, we will know who is going to be the 3 drivers in row number 11. And right now the question is, can Alex Palou, from Barcelona, Spain, the man who won the Indy 500 in real life back about a month ago, be able to get off the schneid here in the virtual world of AI and find speed and much less stay out of trouble to put down a quick lap here?
Yeah, for sure. And you got to wonder, can he rebound? I mean, the DHL of Palou is struggling. They were on board with him. Rossi lays out a lap of 39.925. Here comes Palou. Can Palou knock that number off we're about to see here, Wesley? No.
No, we can't. Alexander Rossi right now, 39.925, 39.944 for Palou. But don't fret, though. Alex Palou is in position number 32. Kyle Kirkwood, Marco Andretti, we wait to see what they will do now as they make their way down the front straightaway across the yard of bricks. And the number 98
Marco
machine
Andretti
out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Marco Andretti, top of the board, 39.912. Nowhere near pole times, but remember, you're not looking for the pole. You're just looking to make it in positions 31 to 33. And right now, Kyle Kirkwood from Jupiter, Florida, the Andretti Global Honda Delara, number 27, as finally, here he comes down the main straightaway, Cody Deemers. He is on the outside looking in right now, and he still is with a 39.941.
Yeah, definitely looking in as Palou's coming back around. He's currently sitting third with a 39.938. Will anybody have anything to crack that board? 39.989, just off his time. And the times are on top of each other right now, Wesley Outland.
They are. By the way, if you're listening on the Community Radio Network, don't forget, coming up later tonight at 11 Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central, it is the Northwest Racing Series ARCA program. We will be at Dover Motor Speedway. Coverage again at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, LSR TV, if you want to watch it on the Community Radio Network as well. And, of course, Cody, we had Charles Wooten pop in yesterday and make an appearance and chat with us. And, obviously, I'm going to say you guys are kind of like a olive branch. Y'all work together, and that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. And Charles Wooten actually texted me this afternoon and asked me could I make it for the Northwest Series tonight. And I had some other obligations, so I wasn't able to make it. But he wanted to know if I could produce. So always fun when Charles Wooten asked me to come over there and join, whether it be producing or announcing. So
you are producing tonight?
Nope, not tonight.
Is he doing it? Who's doing it?
I'm not sure. I know I don't think it's him as of right now because he asked me to do it earlier. So,
wow. Alex Palou right now at the top of the board. Marco Andretti, there he goes. 39.912. Alexander Rossi. Second, Alex Palou. Position number 33, Kyle Kirkwood, has got to find speed. He still is not within striking distance with now 9 minutes left to go here in Hump Day qualifying, Cody. Wow.
Yeah, Kirkwood definitely still struggling here, and he was good on practice day, but ever since practice day, I don't know what the team has done, but whatever they've done, they need to go back to whatever they had on practice day, as he is struggling for sure.
Back to the woodshed and
Drawing
figure
board.
out what you're not doing right or wrong or whatever, man. I'm telling you, because right now it is just not in the favor of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure, and you also got, you also got to think of, too, as it looks like everybody's coming down pit road, Wesley.
It does, wow. And why do you think that is? Adjustments? Making changes? What do you think?
Maybe changing tires. I mean, with these Indy cars, they have a soft, a medium, and a hard compound, and maybe they're trying different compounds to see where they can pick up speed if they can. I mean, Wesley, we've seen it all 3 days. The times have been changing down to the mere minutes, the mere seconds. So I'm not throwing anybody out yet. Kirkwood still has a shot. He's not far off.
Andretti, Rossi, hello. And now Alexander Rossi back out again, 39.925. The man on the bubble, Alex Palou from Barcelona, Spain. In that DHL Chip Ganassi Racing Honda Delar. Alexander Rossi right now, he is qualified 32nd. I know the scoring showing 1, 2, and 3, and 4, but it is actually 31st, 32nd, 33rd. Kyle Kirkwood on the outside looking in as we close in on under 7 minutes remaining.
Track temps dropped 1 degree, Wesley. 1 degree. That doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot when it comes to this. The air temps actually dropped degrees as well, as it went from 86 to 85.
That is something that we'll also keep an eye on. No doubt. Alex Palou back out there again, 33rd spot. And that DHL number 10 from Barcelona, Spain, the Chip Ganassi Racing Honda Delar. He will won the real Indy 500. What will he do tonight?
Oh! Rossi goes top of the board.
Wow. Out of nowhere, Alexander Rossi now, position number 31. The Nevada City, California Java House, Ed Carpenter Racing, Chevrolet Delara. Ed Carpenter will be happy because he's got another car in the field. Joining Christian Rasmussen already, as well as Ed Carpenter himself for Sunday.
That's Mr. Tracy Brown's pick.
Yes, sir. So Tracy's got to be happy as well.
Palou goes top of the board. 39.399 for Alex Palou.
We were wondering if he'd find speed, and there he goes. He did find it.
Kirkwood still on the bubble. The top 3 just swapped, Wesley. Andretti, Rossi, and Palou swapped.
So Palou and Rossi. Now Andretti is on the bubble, as Kyle Kirkwood has not found speed yet. Under 5 minutes remaining. And I have been informed we will be on the air tonight with LSR TV and CRN with the ARCA Northwest Racing Series from Dover. So that'll be at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Kyle Kirkwood, though. Kyle Kirkwood, here he is. This could be the last chance effort for the 27 as it comes thundering down the front straightaway, heading towards the yard of Brooks here. Cody, time is not on his side. No, it isn't.
He goes faster by 1 second. 39.940, so he found a little bit. He run a 39.941 was his fastest lap. That lap there, he just ran a 39.940. So,
but it's not enough.
But
it's
not
enough. Not enough. He's got to get at least 0.3 better. He's got to bump a 39.912 by Andretti. Kyle Kirkwood has got to find speed. Under 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes remaining. Bump day qualifications. The field will be set. One car's going home. I wish we could start all 34, but that's not the rules. Kyle Kirkwood. Quicker? No. 40.024. He is driving the laps of his life right now as Alexander Rossi comes back on track, and here comes Marco Andretti as well.
Andretti trying to find a little bit more out of that number 98. He's on the bubble. He's in the show, but he still needs to find that little bit of speed as he comes around a 40.089. Not going to get it there.
Yeah, I'm like you. Don't underestimate those times. It just ain't enough. It just is not enough. Will he improve? Let's see. Marco Andretti, he's on the bubble. He's in position number 33. 2.5 minutes remaining. How intense, Cody, is this? Did we ever think it would live to the hype of what we wanted to promote for the AI version of the Robbins Racing Indy 500?
You know, I've said it all week, and I'll say it again. It's AI, but these guys put on just as big of a show and just as good as a show as you've ever seen for them to be AI. There's a lot of setting changes, and Wesley Outland actually sat in the booth with me the other night.
The last two nights, as a matter of fact, we have.
Yep, and he has saw the intense work and the time and the effort and the things that goes behind the scenes to make everything look good, everything look, realistic-wise with the AI, since it is artificial intelligence.
100 seconds remaining. This has been probably one of the most intense broadcasts I've ever done in a half-hour span ever in iRacing. Alexander Rossi now. He is in 32nd spot. Marco Andretti is there. Kyle Kirkwood. This might be it right here. This is the last chance for Kyle Kirkwood to find speed to make it into the 500. Here he comes, Cody. This is it.
Yeah, he's got to get on. He's got to get on the loud pedal. He's got to get there, and he's got to get there now. He's got to get to the finish line. If he can make it to the finish line before the 40-second mark, he'll have enough time to get one lap in. Here he comes, 50 seconds, 49, one lap for Kyle Kirkwood. We're going to ride on board with him, Wesley Outland.
My goodness, will it be enough? That's the question. Does he got enough time? Does he got enough time to make the effort? Here he comes at full song. Now at 10 seconds. 33 seconds. My goodness, it is going to be close. Hello is in. Rossi is in. Andretti, 39.912. Kyle Kirkwood has got to better a 39.912. He's looking for a 39.911.
He's been wide open all the way around this place. Never lifted the pedal.
My goodness, can he do it? Can he find speed? He can't. He can't. He can't do it.
Nope.
He can't do it. 39.984, and that's gonna do it.
Wow.
Kyle Kirkwood will not be racing in the inaugural Robbins Racing AI Indy 500. 39.912, 39.940 was just not enough. They're going to let him have this lap, though. Can he improve? Will this lap count?
No.
Will it? No. 40.009. Not even there. So Alex Palou, Alexander Rossi, and Marco Andretti will make up the 11th and final row of 33 drivers Unbelievable. How intense was that, boy? Stop my heart, man. This was crazy.
That is definitely intense right there. As it come down to the mere last second for Kyle Kirkwood to try to make it into the show, and just didn't quite have enough there, Wesley Outland.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. However, this is not even victory because the race does not happen until Sunday. But with that being said, the thrill of victory is for 33 out of 34, knowing, Cody Deemers, they're in the inaugural Robbins Race at AI Indy 500. And I want to tell our audience out there who've been with us since Tuesday night, this has been highly entertaining. This has not been a boring last couple of nights of racing. It has been intense. It has been electric. It has been edge of your seat. This is everything we wanted to have happen and more tonight here, Cody, for the last 2-3 nights, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Tracy Brown actually come in here Tuesday after practice and said he couldn't even work on his stuff because that it had him on the edge of his seat. And that's, with this being AI, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. This is, AI, and this is basically just computers running around here. But it's so intense and so realistic because there's a lot of time and effort that goes behind. So, yeah, it's definitely hyped up to be what it is. So
the field of 33 are set. Let's show you again those drivers that will be in. Alex Palou, who, by the way, crashed in practice about a half hour ago. He literally thrashed. The team came back together, and the man out of Barcelona, Spain, of the DHL Chip Ganassi Racing, Honda Delar, found speed. Wasn't fast enough like race speed like we saw by Scott Dixon or any of the other guys from yesterday. But the thing is, though, Cody Deemers, they found speed, and it was enough to put themselves into position number 31. Starting 32nd, Alexander Rossi, the driver, of course, out of Nevada City, California, the Ed Carpenter Racing Java House Chevrolet Delar. He will be joining Ed Carpenter Racing teammates of Christian Rasmussen and Ed Carpenter himself in position number 32. And finally, Marco Andretti. Marco Andretti looked strong of the four cars, besides when Palou found that last qualifying effort to find speed. Alexander Palou struggled, and Marco Andretti, from qualifying from the practice from 15 minutes earlier, looked really, really good. Well, the driver of Marco Andretti in the 98 Maype Curb Records, Andretti, Herta, Marco and Curb Records, Igajani and Honda Delar from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, will put himself into position number 33. And again, Cody, the heartbreak for Jupiter, Florida's Andretti Global Siemens Honda Delar of Kyle Kirkwood. I can't believe I'm saying this, even after him winning at, of course, Worldwide Technology Raceway and at Detroit 2 weeks ago after the Indy 500 in real life. In the AI version of our Robbins Racing AI Indy 500, he will not make the starting lineup. And that just blows me away. Unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. And Kyle Kirkwood is, again, like I said, he was sitting 10th in open practice on Tuesday, and then struggled yesterday in qualifying, and then struggled today and just showing it there, not being able to make the race. So definitely tough break there for Kyle Kirkwood, and hopefully next year when we turn around and do this again, he'll have another chance, and maybe he can do a little bit better then.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. We got to step away. We got to thank our sponsors. We are going to do just that. And when we come back, we will give you the official starting lineup for the 30 or for the inaugural 30.
It won't be the official because remember, we still got to qualify on Sunday. This was to.
What I'm saying is I have the times from yesterday plus adding in these three is what I'm saying. Don't take my thunder away. We're going to take. That's why I'm lead announcer. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will go over the entire 33 car field minus Kyle Kirkwood. That will not be in the race. And then, of course, we will set the stage for some big breaking news on Elevated TV and CRN from the Chief Executive Officer of Elevated TV, founder Cody Deemers. We're taking a break here from the world's greatest race course on 16th in Georgetown. Even on iRacing, it was exciting. 3 go on, 1 going home. Kyle Kirkwood eliminated from the inaugural Robbins Racing Indy 500. We've got big news. We've got the 33-car field for Sunday, how things will go Sunday, and more when we return from Indianapolis virtually. Stay with us.
Community Radio Network.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Back here at the world's greatest race course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we welcome you to what has been a fun 3 nights of coverage leading up to the 33-car field ready to go for Sunday afternoon and the Robbins Racing AI Indy 500. I am Wesley Outland, Cody Deemers alongside. We've got a special announcement to make. I don't know whether we should make it now or after we introduce the 33-car field.
Let's introduce the 33-car field because it's the only person that knows about it is Jonathan Sessoms.
You stop. I didn't even get to know. I don't even know what this is, okay, people? I don't even know what this is.
And and I will say this. It's going to be fun. Yep. It's going to be exciting. And it just brings even more fun to the Robbins Racing Indy 500. I can't wait. But we got to get the starting lineup first.
This special news is in regards to the race on Sunday.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
When I pop up and talk about it, everything, you're gonna be like, you're probably gonna start dying laughing. Is all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the 30 drivers that made it in by virtue of qualifying yesterday. A little music in the background, Mr. Engineer.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Color Guy, Mr. Chief Announcer for me.
Yep.
Scott Dixon, former winner of the Indy 500 out of Auckland, New Zealand of the PNC Bank, Chip Ganassi Racing, Honda Delar. He is the quick qualifier, and he will be a part of the field for the Indy 500 AI version on Sunday. The number 6 from Palo Alto in California, the Aero McLaren Chevrolet Delar, that is Nolan Siegel. He qualified second, qualifying third. The Pato Award out of Monterrey, Mexico, and the Aero McLaren Hyundai Chevrolet Delar is qualifying fourth. Jacob Abel, the driver, of course, out of the rookie driver from Louisville, Kentucky in the Miller High Life, Delcoin Racing Honda Delar, qualifying 5th, Marcus Iracing. Marcus Iracing, again, the former winner from Kumla, Sweden in the Allegra Andretti Global Honda Delar, number 28. Qualifying 5th. Qualifying 6th, the real 500 pole sitter of the 109th running back in May. This man will start 6th. It is the rookie driver from Tel Aviv, Israel, for Prima Racing Chevrolet Delar of Robert Schwartzman. Kyphon Simpson will be in the number 7 position in car number 8 from Grand Cayman Islands in the Chip Ganassi Racing Honda Delar. Then it will be Kyle Larson, Young Money, in, of course, the number 17 from Elk Grove, California, the Hendrick Cars, Hendrick Motorsports, Aero McLaren Chevrolet Delara. Christian Lundgaard, even though he crashed yesterday, he will still qualify 9th. Christian Lundgaard, the driver, of course, out of Hensted, Denmark, in the Aero McLaren Chevrolet Delara. Qualifies 9th. Qualifying 10th, Santino Ferrucci, the number 14 entry out of Woodbury, Connecticut, in the A.J. Foyt Enterprises Chevrolet Delara. We move on now to the next 10 of the 30 that made it in from qualifying yesterday, and they include Jack Harvey from Basingham, England, in the DRR Cusick Motorsports Chevrolet Delara. Jack Harvey. Then it's going to be in 12th, Louis Foster. Louis Foster, of course, the rookie driver from Ondenham, England, in the Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing Honda Delara, number 45. Starting 13th, Christian Rasmussen in the number 21 from Copenhagen, Denmark, in the Ed Carpenter Racing Chevrolet Delara, sponsored by Splenda. Starting 14th, it is Will Power from Australia, a former winner of the 500. Toowoomba, Australia, now Charlotte, North Carolina, in the Verizon Team Penske Chevrolet Delara, number 12. Then it's going to be 15th, Sting Ray Robb, the number 77 entry from Fayette, Idaho, in the Juncos Hollinger Racing Chevrolet Delara, number 77. Followed by Graham Rahal. He finally found speed when it counted the most in qualifying to not get bumped yesterday. Graham Rahal will start in the number 16th position. The driver out of New Albany, Ohio, in the Rahal Littleman Lanigan Racing Honda Delara. Followed by Ed Carpenter. So Tracy Brown, you better be happy. Leadfoot Racing League, don't forget Sunday night as well after the Robbins Racing Indy 500 from Throwback Night at North Wilkesboro. And that is his pick to win the race. It is Ed Carpenter from Indianapolis, Indiana, the number 33 Ed Carpenter Racing Chevrolet Delara, sponsored by, of course, Splenda Steva. Starting in 18th, Scott McLaughlin, the Yellow Submarine, number 3 from Christchurch, New Zealand, in the Pennzoil Team Penske Chevrolet Delara. Then it's going to be in 18th, 19th, Devlin DeFrancesco, in the number 30 from Toronto, Canada, in the Dogecoin Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing Honda Delara. And starting 20th, two-time and defending winner of the 500 in 2023 and 24, Joseph Newgarden from Nashville, Tennessee, the Team Penske Chevrolet Delara, sponsored by Shelby Power Nitro, number 2. Then we move into the final cars that made it in by virtue of qualifying yesterday. And it includes in position number 21, David Malukas. David Malukas, again, the driver, of course, out of Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, in the Clarence Technologies A.J. Foyt Enterprises Chevrolet Delara, number 4. Starting 22nd, a former winner 2-time of the 500, Takuma Sato, in the car number 75, out of Tokyo, Japan, the Amada Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing Honda Delara. Starting 23rd, 4-time winner, Elio Castroneves, Spider-Man, ready to go out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, in the Cliffs Meyer Shank Racing Kerbagajanian Honda Delara. Then it's going to be in 24th, Callum Ilott, the driver in the number 90 from Cambridge, England, in the Prima Racing Chevrolet, teammate with Robert Schwartzman. In 25th, Connor Daly from Noblesville, Indiana, the Juncos Hollinger Racing Chevrolet Delara, number 76. He will start 25th. 26th, Felix Rosenquist, the driver, of course, out of Värnamo, Sweden, in the Meyer Shank Racing Kerbagajanian Honda Delara, number 60. 27th, Colton Herta. Colton Herta on the racetrack, of course, qualifying there. Driver in the number 26 machine from Valencia, California, in the Gainbridge Andretti Global Curb Agajani and Honda Dallara. Marcus Armstrong in the 28th position, the number 66 from Christchurch, New Zealand, in the Sirius XM Root Insurance entry for Meyer-Shank Racing Curb Agajani and Honda Dallara. In the 28th position, 29th, Ryan Hunter Ray, a former winner of the 500 of the car number 23 out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the DRR Cusick Wedbush Securities Chevrolet Dallara. And finally, Renus VK. He'll start 30th in car number 18, the driver from Hoofddorp, Netherlands, in the Askroyd Delcoin Racing Honda Dallara. And if that wasn't enough, Cody, put up the other three names from today. Here they are. Here they go. Position number 31 will be Alex Palou from Barcelona, Spain, the winner of the Indy 500 in real life for the 109th running back in May at Indianapolis. The driver of the DHL Chip Ganassi Racing Honda Dallara, number 10. Starting in the 32nd position, Alexander Rossi, a winner of the 500 from Nevada City, California, before in the East DR Java House Ed Carpenter Racing Chevrolet Dallara, number 20. And position number 33 of 34 entries will be the Nazareth, Pennsylvania Magpie Curb and Andretti Herta Marco and Curb Agajanian Records Honda Dallara, number 98 of Marco Andretti. One driver will not make the field, and that is the man in the Seaman Andretti Global Honda Dallara, number 27 out of Jupiter, Florida, of Kyle Kirkwood. Cody, there they are, and after 3 long, grueling nights, the field is set for Sunday.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We started with 34 drivers. Now we're down to 33 drivers, and all we got left is the big day. And Wesley Outland, this has been intense from the get-go.
We've enjoyed it. We really have, man. It's been fun. Thanks for everybody that's been watching with us or checking out the archives, replays. I've got messages from people telling me, man, I can't wait to see what happens in qualifying. Qualifying was exciting. You and Cody brought the action. What's going to happen tonight with Bump Day? And I'm just surprised that Kyle Kirkwood could not find speed. And, man, you want to talk about the intensity and the moments, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. The thrill of victory is to make that 33-car field, and the agony of defeat is being that one and only driver that knows what it's like to not make the field. Graham Rahal has experienced it in real life. Other drivers have went through it and know that you can't find speed. It's just not your year. And we will see what happens in the 2026 edition. Now, before we leave you, in regards to Sunday and the Robbins Racing Indy 500, we want to remind you, join us for coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central. We're going to be live. Cody, we're going to be on camera, right? We're going to have cameras. We got an all-star broadcast crew. Myself, you will be in the booth. We've got my good friend, the redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves. He will be on the back straightaway calling the action. And driver analyst Braxton DeWeese will be joining us for the coverage. And I can tell you this in all sincerity. All 4 of us, Cody, are very excited and looking forward to bringing this one for you. And obviously being chief announcer, lead anchor for this one, man. Much privileges, and thank you for having me. And I am looking forward to seeing what we have happen on Sunday afternoon, sir.
Yeah, and Wesley Outland, I'm going to go ahead and debut the big announcement, and I can't wait for Sunday.
What is the news? What is the news? We need drum rolls, right? We need a drum roll. Drum roll, please.
The plan is to go live at 2 o'clock. The green flag won't drop till about 2:15 because we are going to host the first annual Weedy 500 before the race.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We are going to host the first annual... We are gonna have our own Weenie 500.
God.
And yes,
How the hell are we gonna pull this off?
you just gotta wait. You viewers at home, you gotta wait and see. Wesley Outland, I'll show you after we get off the air.
Oh my goodness.
So that's
The greatest spectacle in weenies on iRacing as well. Oh wow! I hope somebody turns that into iRacing. Man, here I was thinking I got a big sponsor and I'm going to get a big raise or something. a weenie race, really? No. In all seriousness, so I'm looking forward to it. So, what time is this going to be? What time will this be?
So the plan is pre-roll will start about 1:50, and then we'll come on the air about 2:00. At about 2:10, we're gonna let the weenie race happen, and then about 2:15, 2:20ish is when the green flag will be for the Indy 500.
Is the weenie 500 going to be 2 laps around the racetrack like
3.
it was?
It's gonna be 3 because he can't set it to 2, so it's gonna be 3.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So we have the inaugural AI iRacing Weenie 500. Before the inaugural Robbins Racing AI Indy 500. Oh, coming up. Oh, wow. I can't wait to break down the news to you know what? I ain't saying nothing. I'm just going to give them the broadcaster notes, and I'm going to see what Jacob and Braxton is their responses in that. So the Weenie 500, the iRacing AI version of the Weenie 500. Boy, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I actually... I'm looking now. That's an extra race, so you got to pay me for that.
Yes.
No, I'm just playing. Cody, hey man, we have a couple of days rest now, and by the way, I want to say thank you for rescheduling the Sunday because of our schedules and work and day-to-day lives and everything else, and real announcing, real work obligations. But I'll tell you what, these guys are gonna. Boy, Sunday's going to be fun. Now, let everybody know how the format will be determined for the race on Sunday, because we kind of talked about it last night. But in layman's terms, everybody that's locked in, all 33 cars, will have to come back, and they will have to requalify for their position for Sunday.
Yeah, so there you see the race information for Sunday. It's 200 laps, 160 miles. They get no fast repairs. So if they wreck Wesley, they're done. They're over with. They get 2 sets of tires, plus a set that they start the race on the car with, and then there's no green, white, checkered. So we will not end this race under. We will end this race under checkered flag. So there will be no green, white, checkers. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, to say the least, and it's going to be fun. Sunday. They will requalify. Won't even be aired. You guys won't even know what happens till we come on the air and see what the grid's like. Then we will come on the air about 2:00. Have the Weenie 500. They will run 3 laps. At about 2:10. And then we will have
me a roster. That's all I can say. McWeenie roast.
And then we will have the green flag about 2:15, 2:20ish. So, and then we'll have Leadfoot Racing League at North Wilkesboro, where Wesley Outland, and I think I'm gonna try to have to talk Jacob Reeves into sticking around till 8:00.
I think Jacob's aboard. Yeah, man, he is. I think he's
so
aboard.
Wesley Outland and Jacob Reeves have got to pick the best throwback scheme for the Leadfoot Racing League at 8:00 to see who wins the $25 put up by Elevated TV. So, gonna be fun, gonna be exciting, and can't wait.
And by the way, don't forget, coverage again will begin at 1:45, 1:50 airtime on Sunday, 2:00, the Weenie iRacing AI 500, and then the inaugural Robbins Racing AI Indy 500 on Sunday. Again, all of our amazing crew will be in the booth, will be on camera. We look forward to bringing it to you, whether you are watching live on Elevated TV or if you're listening on the Community Radio Network. Got the radio planned for the Titletown Music Archive until about 1:30, and then 1:40, 1:45 will set the stage with the broadcast coverage on 87.9 FM, and of course in the Carolinas where I reside and anywhere at wearecrn.com, and the replay on all podcasts and major platforms and outlets as well. So, the 33-car field is set. You now know there's going to be a Weenie 500 iRacing. A lot of great things are planned for Sunday as Robbins Racing presents to you the greatest virtual spectacle in racing, as only Elevated TV and CRN can do it, the Indy 500. For everybody in the broadcast crew, including Cody Deemers, our amazing crew will be with us on Sunday, including Braxton DeWeese, the redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves. I am Wesley Outland, 34, locked in, immortal, now 33, ready to make some virtual iRacing dreams a reality. Who will hoist the inaugural Borg Warner Trophy as the inaugural winner of the AI Indy 500? Find out Sunday. Until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and we will see you in virtual 16th in Georgetown at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Sunday afternoon. Take care until then. This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.